Hi, I'm Mike Bogden
and Craig Neville.
And this is the Island Park Weekly Weather Report for
Wednesday, April 17th, 2024, and the 6 days thereafter.
That's right, 2 days after tax day.
Yeah, it was not a very good tax year for me either, so no. Let's not talk about that.
Well, let's not talk about it. It's very taxing.
It was very taxing.
So let's talk about the weather, Craig.
Okay, so we've been through a little bit of stormy weathers, but not much. So starting out Wednesday, I do expect to see a few snowflakes fall during the course of the day, but I'll be surprised if we get an inch of snow. I think it'll be just a light skiff.
It looks like the storm's going over top of us. It's going to go around to the north, so we're going to get a band or two of something, but I don't think we're going to see any appreciable moisture out of this thing. And but it's and the cold front that we are currently enjoying as of Tuesday into Wednesday and Thursday is going to be moving off, and this should be our last Arctic cold of the season.
I got my fingers crossed.
So it looks like the weather pattern's changing, and so we just have to make it through the next few days, and then we're going to have more regular warmth.
That is correct. So we're going to start out Wednesday with the mid-30s.
Mid-30s.
And then Thursday we'll bump it up to the high 30s.
Yep.
And the storm's going to move out on Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, maybe even earlier than that if we even get the little band that'll come through. But I do suspect that means there's going to be some wind.
Oh yeah, I mean, we'll be getting wind because the storm up to the north of us is going to be blowing through. So obviously we'll see some wind on the deal. But with wind, if it's above freezing, means the snow's melting faster. So I'm okay with that too.
That is correct. That is correct. Yeah. So Wednesday night we're going to be looking at the low 30s. No,
mid-30s.
We're looking at the low teens for Wednesday night.
Nighttime.
Nighttime. So low teens for Wednesday night, and then Thursday night we're gonna 20s. Bump it up. I think it's just the mid to high teens.
No, I think it's gonna be in the 20s.
High teens.
I think we only got 1 day of teens, and then after that, so Thursday we're gonna be maybe really high teens, but my guess is low 20s. And then we'll go to mid to upper 20s.
Yep. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week are all going to be sunshiny, partly cloudy, some mostly cloudy days, but there will be quite a few sun breaks. So we're going to be happy to see that. Temperatures on Friday.
Daytime temperatures
are going to be?
Going to be in the start. I think they're going to start out in the 40s and then work their way into the
mid 40s, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday we're going to be looking at the low 50s, and then Tuesday we'll be looking at the high 50s.
Yeah, so definitely going to be increasing in temperatures.
Yes,
and that will looks like the following week will be even nicer. So.
It should be.
So anyway, so the Arctic storm track that's been coming through and sending these snows and the cold temperatures and stuff. Looks like it's going to vamoose. So if you can just make it through Friday, then Thursday, Friday, then you'll be fine.
Everything should be looking much better after that. And then overnight lows for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday night are going to range from the 20s to the very low 30s.
Yeah, so it's gonna. So it's definitely.
Can you hear us? Because now the wind's blowing.
Yeah, just a little bit. Anyway, so that's what we're looking for. Is we're just looking for a warming trend coming up after we get through this last bit of Arctic cold. So other than that, life is pretty good.
Life is pretty good.
We have mud just about every place.
Yeah, and it's going to get worse before it gets better. Yeah. So there's that.
That's right, and I just want to let you contractors that don't live up here know that if you tried to drive a big tractor in muddy areas, you're going to sink up past your axles and you're just going to be poop out of luck. So I already know of one over by the charter school that's buried.
Oh, really?
Yeah, big forklift. They thought, we'll just move it over here and do something with it. So anyway,
they moved it and it went, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so anyway, they tried boards and everything, didn't work. Anyway,
so contractors, go scout it out and take a look at the mud situation before you head in with the heavy equipment.
Yeah, well, this time of year, you got to wait for things to dry out. I mean, that's just the way it is. If it's not dry, don't drive on it.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point.
Yeah. So anyway, and the same thing with cars. Be a little cautious. If it's really muddy or even trucks, because you know, I mean, you're going to either A, get stuck, or you're going to rip the hell out of roads. So,
Right.
so B,
And we don't want either on
no,
that.
because there's no road fixing up here, so it's not on the back road. So you make a rut in something, we're screwed because it's just going to have to live with it.
Well,
so,
if you make a rut in my driveway, I ain't going to be happy because then I'm going to have to pay somebody to come in and get that fixed.
that's right. He will be grumpy.
I will be grumpy.
So anyway, so unlike deers, you don't want to be in a rut.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yes, unlike deer and elk, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Anyway, now remember this time of year is also bear activity, so be more cautious with how you store your stuff. Get the bird feeders coming in. You know,
Even though I'm not hearing of a lot of activity in our area yet, but it's coming, and it'll be here sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I mean, with the melt, and we're getting more patches of dry, so they're going to be grazing, and they're going to be coming out more and more all the time. So as they do that, you know, like I said, they're going to be coming around here shortly. I've had my game cameras up for about a week so far. I just got foxes and flying squirrels and stuff, but
Okay.
I don't have any bears yet, but they'll be around. So anyway, just be aware that I mean, it's definitely, it could be any day now. You can have a grizzly in your yard.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
So be aware of that. You know, if you got motion.
Don't be the first one to get them to come down to our area.
No, you know, and usually they come around at night. So make sure that you're cautious if you go out. You know, midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. Be cautious about where you go.
Absolutely.
You know, make sure you got a good line of sight so that you don't surprise something you don't want to.
Yep. Or you got plenty of light on your subjects.
Yeah, I
guess.
I got little motion sensor things around so that they come on if there's a
Ah.
bear walking around, so I know that they're there. So, anyway, so be careful with that. But other than that, just enjoy the melt.
Enjoy the melt and the peace and quiet.
Yeah, because it ain't gonna last forever.
No.
Yeah, we don't have, you know. By the way,
This weekend
This
on
weekend,
Friday, the entrance to West Yellowstone does open up,
Yeah.
going into Old Faithful.
Yep. So next week we'll probably go into the park to do the weather report from the park.
Yep.
So anyway, so we look forward to seeing you next week at the park. But
Yes.
But I want you to be careful. Oh, by the way, we've had people ask about Big Springs and Mesa Falls.
Mesa Falls?
Not yet.
No.
Not even close. Right now, they still have a 14-foot high berm that's blocking the road to Big
South Big Springs?
Yeah, but it's still there. And unless they take get some heavy equipment in to move it, it's going to be a while before it melts down. So
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to do that. They'll wait for it to melt down quite a bit.
quite a bit. Yeah, they usually don't try to scrape it till they get maybe 6 inches to a foot of snow on the road. But other than that, they're not going to go in when there's 3 feet of snow on there. So.
Okay. Now, I did hear that maybe they've cleared the Mesa Falls Scenic Byway, or that they were going to do that here soon.
Maybe soon, but I mean,
So you might be able to go and park at the gates and hoof it down to the falls.
but they haven't. I don't think they've done it yet. So I mean, I'm sure they'll get to it here sometime soon, but not sure exactly when it's going to be. But usually it's not till the end of the month. So
Okay.
we'll see what happens. It just depends on how much snow there is on it. So anyway, with that, just have an enjoyable mud season.
Yes, right?
Yeah,
I will.
Yeah, it's just nice seeing dirt again that you haven't seen for 6 months.
It is. It is.
Especially when it's your dirt.
Especially when it's my dirt.
There
Yes,
you go. Yeah,
uh-huh.
it's his first mud. It's his first mud season in his new house.
In my new house. Yep,
Yep.
that's right.
All right. So from Island Park, this is Mike Bogden.
And Craig Neville.
Wishing you the best. Be safe. Be careful. Above all, remember to love you guys. See you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.